Yay!
I'm B.F. Skinner, and I'm going to show the effects of operant conditioning today, an experiment I devised using my operant chamber.
This is the red button. When a subject does something we feel is incorrect, it adds an aversive stimulus to the environment. This is the green button. When a subject does something we feel is correct, it adds an appetitive stimulus to the environment. And remember, red is bad and green is good.
Now, this is going to be my subject, Jordan the pigeon. Now remember, we're working with live animals here, so we have to make sure to be careful. Now, notice, when the red button was hit, an aversive stimulus, that horrible noise, was added to the environment, causing Jordan the pigeon to have a seizure. On the other hand, when Jordan pecked the green button, he received positive reinforcement, a marshmallow, in order to reinforce his behavior that we wanted, pecking the green button. Now, after several repeated trials, let's see what Jordan does when placed back into the operant chamber.
Wow, wasn't that exciting? We've just experienced an illustration of the effect of operant conditioning. Specifically, this deals with Thorndike's law of effect, which states that behaviors that have an appetitive consequence are more likely to be repeated, and behaviors that have an aversive consequence are less likely to be repeated.
Now that we've heard from Skinner and Jordan, let's read a story from a great book, Myers' Psychology for AP. This will help us to learn more about operant conditioning. In his experiments, Skinner used shaping, a procedure in which reinforcers, such as food, gradually guide an animal's actions toward a desired behavior. Shaping can help us understand what nonverbal organisms perceive. Some experiments have even shown that some animals can form concepts. If an experimenter reinforces a pigeon for pecking after seeing a human face, but not after seeing other images, the pigeon learns to recognize human faces. In this experiment, a face is a discriminative stimulus, a stimulus that elicits a response after association with reinforcement. There are two different types of reinforcers for operant conditioning experiments: primary and secondary. Primary reinforcers are unlearned. They are innately satisfying. Secondary reinforcers, also called conditioned reinforcers, get their power through learned associate with primary reinforcers. In the experiment we just saw with Jordan the pigeon, Skinner used a concept called continuous reinforcement, reinforcing the desired response every time it occurs. Under such conditions, learning occurs rapidly, which makes continuous reinforcement preferable until a behavior is mastered. But, with this method, extinction also occurs quickly. This means that if Skinner stopped giving Jordan marshmallows every time he pecked the green button, he would quickly stop pecking the button if he stopped receiving marshmallows. Another, more lastingly effective kind of reinforcement is partial reinforcement. There are 4 types of reinforcement: fixed ratio schedules, variable ratio schedules, fixed interval schedules, and variable interval schedules. Fixed ratio schedules reinforce behavior after a set number of responses. Variable ratio schedules provide reinforcers after an unpredictable number of responses. Fixed interval schedules reinforce the first response after F, period. Variable interval schedules reinforce the first response after varying time intervals. That's all for today, everyone.
Una.
This is a red button. It reinforces the concept of positive punishment. I don't know what to say. Like, it does what for positive punishment? It shows when the pigeon pecks.
Would you like to stop recording?
We haven't talked about.
I am not.
Now remember, we're working with live animals here, so we have to make sure to be careful. Go. Oh, that's my alarm. I said so. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I think.